Hey everybody, what's going on out there? This is Z-Dog, and this video is specifically for beginners of the game Dragon Veil. Or maybe it could also be for those who have really never paid much attention to the Dragonarium. All too often we wonder if we've ever had specific dragons or if dragons are available during the certain events or certain times of the year. Also, some of us wonder if we've ever collected pedestals or if we've collected decorations for our park, how many we've actually collected, as well as special event rewards or decorations. So today we will go through, take a look at a few things in the Dragonarium. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is, where do we find the Dragonarium? On your main screen, let me take you somewhere here out of the way so we don't get bothered here. On your main screen, at the bottom, you will see a thing called the Rift, the little dome right there, which is the Dragonarium, and then options, social, and market. The first thing you're going to notice is that your Dragonarium icon will have an exclamation mark on it most of the time. This indicates that there is a specific dragon pedestal, decoration, or even special event pedestals, statues, or icons that are for evolving dragons are available to get during a specific event. And you'll have that little red mark. So we're going to tap that. The first thing you're going to see is that in each one of these boxes is a green hourglass. That means it is a time-sensitive dragon decoration or pedestal of some type that is available for a limited time. Also, along with that, indicates that there are specific dragons available during a specific event. So we're going to tap all, okay? So we actually want to indicate that there are 6 specific places to go in here. We have all, elemental, epic, special, pedestals, and decorations, okay? So we're going to go right over here to all. Doing this allows you to look at either a specific breed of dragon, whether it be all air or all anniversary or apocalypse, aurora, autumn, camping. Camping means under the stars. Celebration, chrysalis, cold, crystalline, dark, dream, earth, enhanced. Fire, galactic, gemstone, gemstone all, or gemstone autumn, or gemstone spring, gemstone summer, gemstone winter. There are specific ones for those. Ghostly, hidden, legendary, light, lightning, love, melody, metal, monolith, moon, mythic, Olympus, of Noms, ornamental, oliveth, or sorry, Ovolith, Paradise, Plant, Rainbow, Rift, Seasonal, Snowflake, Spooky, Summer, Sun, Surface, Treasure, Vernal, Vintage, Water, Winter, and Zodiac. One of the things that you can do if you're looking for a specific dragon is to indicate which event or season or even night or day the dragon could possibly be in and select out of any of these. There are 52 different boxes you could choose from to find a specific dragon, or you can pick the all box, which indicates all of your dragons. If you tap this, as well as any of the other boxes, specifically inside each and every one of these, it will tell you all the dragons that you have, as well as all the dragons that are available or not available. And if it is not available, it will have a not available sign on the inside of these boxes. But all the dragons that you have will be listed here and shown up in color. If it's available and you do not have it, the dragon will show up just like bark skin. It shows up in gray and it'll have a 0 beside it, as well as being available and being time sensitive during the event. You can get this dragon during this event that we're in. And so if it is during an event that they're available, then you will also find it. Now, you can also see that with this, some of these dragons have the availability to be put on a wish list. So there is a wish list, and all you have to do is find your dragon that you want. Say, let's go to air. And you tap on it, and it's not available right now. So you would tap the little plus box, and it says add to wish list. So we're going to add that to the wish list. And now you can tap wish list, and now the dragon that you want is in the wish list. And when you get that dragon, you can unmark the wish list by simply tapping unwish after the dragon has been hatched. Also at the bottom of the screen, if we are going to be, well, let's do it here. Let's just take a look at the numbers on the inside of each one of these boxes. Under all, you see my little dot right there. Under all, it says I have 787 dragons out of 952 dragons. That is in total for the main park, as well as the Rift main dragons. And there's a secret to the Rift most people don't know, and I will briefly show you. Each one inside the Rift are specific dragons for the rift itself. There are 36 for the rift that you can and should collect specifically as rift dragons. Just like every element has its numbered dragons. So we have Snowflake, there's 7 of 7. The surface dragons, there are 10. The sun dragons, there are 30. So also the rift has a specific number of dragons, which are 36. Now, when it comes to the rift has a specific number of dragons that you can get alongside each element. So every dragon, almost every dragon that's in your main park can be bred inside the rift with additional element to it. What I mean is, if you get the flower dragon in the rift, you will have the ability to get the water trait, the earth trait, the fire trait, the air trait, the dark trait, the lightning. You will be able to get each and every one of these traits to go along with the rift version of the main park dragon, which adds additional dragons to the 36 main rift dragons. That's a lot to understand, I know. But it's so fun to go into the rift and find out what you're going to get. Now, something else that you will notice about your all indicator is that, when you're looking at all these boxes for all of these different ones, is that some of these are listed as in gold. And what that means is when you have completed all of your dragons for that specific category, it will list it as being in gold, as a gold set. So you can see here in the gemstones, I have collected all of the gemstones. And they are all collected, as well as I have collected all of the dark. Okay? Something else that I want to show and point out is, and it's very important that you understand this. Let's just go up here to all. At the top of each one of these boxes on the left top hand side, you'll see a little gold circle with what looks like a cloud in it. This cloud is an indicator of a rift dragon with its variation of rift element traits that go along with it. Now, I want to point out that you will see that some of these are not fully circled in gold. And what that means is each one of these have a specific number of rift trait dragons collected, and so it's not fully complete. However, in here, if I tap the one that says fully circled, it says all traits are acquired. This symbol appears when the player has acquired all the traits available for this breed of dragon inside the rift. So it is completed. Also, you can see right here with the golden crown, this is an elder dragon, symbolizing that appears when you have fed at least one dragon to the elder stage. Now, there's many other dragons that you can level up to level 20 once you have the proper statues in your park to allow you to go to 15 and then 20 from level 10, which is generally the maxed out unless you get the 2 statues that allow you to increase your leveling up of your dragons. Now, let's get out of here. We want to back out of that. Now, we're going to go all the way back to this page here. Now, we have specifics. Now, if you're wanting to collect and be a collector, and that's a great thing to do, be a collector of your dragons if you can, and be a collector of your decorations and other things. You can tap on each one of these. Let's go to Epic, which lists even more dragons, right? So we have the Apocalypse, the Dream, the Galactic, and you go in here and you can look at each one of these. And if yours is listed in gold, then you know that you've collected all that is required for that specific breed of dragon, as we've already said. And it'll all be starred so that you can also be aware of it. And there are specific dragons inside of each one of these. I notice that this one is starred, having 4 stars, and each one of these stars allow you to increase in your Dragonarium level. I do believe that's how that's working. So let me show you. Down here, your milestone coming soon. Your stars attribute to your milestone, guys. And at the end of each milestone, you get a specific reward. And it can vary depending on the level of your milestone. Now, I don't know where my milestone really is. Yes. Stars represent the completeness of your collection. Each dragon collection is worth a certain number of stars you can earn by collecting its dragons. The wizards will upgrade your Dragonarium as you earn the stars, which that doesn't tell me much. So, I don't know if that's helping you any. So, going into each one, you can find each one of your dragons in here, and then tap on the one that you might be missing one. Scroll through and find the dragon that's missing, and then you will know if it's available to breed, in which this one is, and then you can collect your dragon by breeding it out. Now, we have your pedestals as well, are very important. All of your pedestals will show up just like the dragons. And when they are completed, when you get all the pedestals for a specific dragon breed, they will list up in gold, just like that, and you don't have to worry about it. And as well, they have the same hourglass on there that shows you the availability as a time sensitive for a specific event. And then you have this symbol appears on an item that newly available to you. As your park reaches new levels, new items are unlocked. However, that symbol will show up periodically, telling you that you have new dragons to you whenever it's not really a new dragon. So you don't always have to pay attention to that. That is a glitch. If you already have the dragon or have had the dragon appear before. But for that particular event, it was a notifier, an indicator that that dragon is available. Now we have decorations, guys. Oh my goodness, you got so many decorations that you can get for each dragon species, okay? And they're pretty well all specific to that. Now, not all of them are available all the time, and some of these decorations are only available at specific times of the year, especially during times like Decorators Week or Expansion Extravaganza and things like that. But whenever it comes to specific events that host specific dragons, be aware that some of those decorations may not appear during that specific event, but may reappear later down the road during another event that hosts that dragon. And then we also have your epics, of course. Do not forget the same rule applies to the epics as well. And then last but not least, guys, one of the most important, I think that was wrong. I think I did that one wrong. Yeah, they're decorations. Back out of that real quick. I want to go to special. We're going to go back over here. Go back down to decorations. And we're going to tap all. And what this is going to do, this is going to show you specific decorations for specific events, remember? Now, there is a specific symbol that we are looking for, and I may not find it here. Yeah. All right, so celebration. Okay, that's the one that we want to do. Now, you can tap all to get this, but celebration is the main thing that I want you to look at. Celebratory decorations aren't just things like this, okay? You got all these different things that you could decorate your park with. These are statues, tents, and some of these things are really huge. And so when you're decorating, you need to watch your park so that you make enough room to place all this stuff. And if you're on my friends list, in which I do encourage people to be friends with me, you can look at how I decorate. Now, you can also check it out on the internet. Dragonvale Park Designs, okay? And it'll show you many different park designs and island designs that are just incredible. People have such amazing and wide scope imaginations on creating their parks that it's amazing. Something, though, that I want you to see specifically, they do have the same rule. If it's available, it'll show available. If it's not, then it won't be available. And that still has the same hourglass beside some of these. But what it does have are decorations for evolving dragons into other dragons. And this is specific to events. Now, you can't get the same decorations for all events. Like, the arc lamps do not work during the summer to evolve those dragons. Generally speaking, this is during a winter event. But inside of here, you can find if you have the full collection. And it's not just arc lamps that are available. There are a plethora of others. Plus, it also lists for you how many of specific items you actually have. Like this, I have 20, and most of them are on the 13th island and the Colossal Island, so they're divided up. And now these here are also things that was just in the winter event. These are the Cocoa mugs, and so you can find out if you have the full collection. Now, there's always going to be 10 of 10. That's a full collection, 10 of 10. It never goes beyond that. And you can go in here and look through all of them. You could go down here at the bottom and sort out by available, amount owned, or you can sort by name, or sort by level, or rarity, which the rarity is where I'd go to find my evolving decorations. These here, anytime you see blue, red, or the different colors, you know that there are going to be 10 of those. See, there's just so many that are listed in here. Gumdrops, and there's just so much. It'll just let you know everything you need to know. And it's all numbered, categorized for you so that you have an idea. And up at the top of the page, if you are wanting to know, you could type in ARC, and it'll take you straight to where it is. Watch. Gum drop, if I even spelt that right. Yeah. And then you can just pull up your gumdrop. And that's right up here at the top. You see my little dot up at the top of the screen, and it's right there in the search engine. If you wanted to search something specific, let's say you wanted to search out I don't know if it's going to work this way. Dragon statue. Yeah, I don't know if that. Nope, that didn't work. I didn't think it would. There's specific names for specific ones. So let's see. Anniversary. So we have anniversary statues, right? Anniversary statues. These are all statues. That is also a statue, which is one of the most coolest statues they have. And plus, they have a handful of others. These are really nice ones. You can find some of those in my park if you're on my friends list. And these are just anniversaries. You just type it in, it'll take you right there, guys. So, that is really as simple as it actually gets. Everything you need to know. So, remember to tap Dragonarium, scroll down to what you're looking for, and you could even just go under all sometimes, and then whenever it comes to a dragon, type in the dragon you're looking for and go from there. Till next time, guys, I hope that was really helpful. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification, and we will be back again with more content.